Right from the beginning, I would like to tell you that both China and Pakistan, they are not interested at all in the people of Pakistan, in their human rights and in their benefits. They are just interested in their resources and in their land. So as Dr. Naila Qadri has just said, that militarization of Balochistan is going on. The same thing is happening since 2001 in the Pashtun areas. The Pakistani military establishment, they install Taliban and the militant groups in different areas of Pashtuns, and then they kill their own civilian agencies like police, their own children like in the APC attack, and then they tell that the civilian agencies cannot work in these areas, so we are coming, and then they establish the garrisons and cantonments as just they have done it in Sawat and recently in Fatah and different areas of Fatah. So in this way they are occupying our territories in different ways. And the recent example is the killing, pre-planned, extrajudicial killing of one of our leader, ارمان لوڼي in Balochistan, who was just protesting against the suicide attack of Taliban. He was supporting the civilian police in Pakistan. He was persona non grata because there was design behind these attacks on the civilian agencies to occupy these areas, to enter militarily there, and then create areas for the Taliban to be trained and sent to Afghanistan and other areas in Balochistan also, as our other friends have said. So our prayers and thoughts are with the family of ارمان لوڼي, who was killed by the law enforcement agencies extrajudicially. I would like to read my article, and you will. I'll skip some parts of this article because we are short of time. To be precise and short, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which makes the backbone of the Belt and Road Initiative project of China to connect with the world through a network of roads, railways, and sea routes, construction of energy, agricultural and industrial infrastructures, to export its products to the world and to satisfy its burgeoning energy needs from the Middle East and Central Asia by building gas and oil pipelines. Of course, there are positive aspects of the project from Pakistani perspective, but the main local stakeholders like Baloch and Pashtuns and international players like India, USA and Japan have serious doubts and concerns on this gigantic project shrouded in mystery. Just I'm skipping. It is a well-known tragic fact that right from the inception of Pakistan, Pashtuns have been oppressed by the state of Pakistan. Our culture, our language have been destroyed, our natural resources have been plundered. The situation is further complicated due to the arrival of China as a strong strategic partner of Pakistan with the launching of CPEC project in 2015. Due to CPEC, Pakistan is, with active connivance of China, is bent upon worst kind of oppression on both Balochs and Pashtuns. It is really ironic to note that the local populations who are supposed to be the main beneficiaries are deprived of the very basic amenities like clean drinking water, food, electricity, gas, and jobs for survival. The main stakeholders like Pashtuns and Balochs were expecting economic development, prosperity, social justice were subject to a worse type of state oppression. A war was imposed on them, which resulted in grave human rights violation and crimes against humanity. A relentless and systematic campaign of abductions, arbitrary detentions, torture, and extrajudicial killings of Balochs and Pashtuns is underway. The Pashtuns and Balochs are labeled as terrorists, and the international community accepted this Pakistani propaganda as it is, without any verification. The story of I'm amazed at the criminal negligence, hypocrisy, and lack of the scientific research of the so-called